Who would have imagined having a camouflage with a neon green would actually look good? Man, I absolutely love it. Alright, so right over here we have an Audi RS6 and I'm claiming that it might be the fastest Audi RS6 out there. Reason why I'm saying so is that I actually went and did a couple, like when I'm talking about a couple, like 100 drag races at the festival drag race, and whenever I go to anyone else's video, no one is actually submitting their times, or they've got no standpoint claiming that their car is the fastest with saying, hey, my drag festival time is X, Y, and Z. So I'm out here showing you guys what this car can actually do. I spent about 3 hours on this car and maybe 100 drag races. After every second drag race, I do adjust something. So there's one drag race to get my time, a second drag race to confirm the time is the same, because I'm actually tuning on automatic. But as soon as you take the car to manual and you can push those RPMs a bit further, you can actually get even better times than I have now. So anyway, we're gonna divide this video into 3 stages. I'm gonna show you guys my upgrades, I'm gonna show you guys my tune, and then we're gonna go to the drag race. Also, I'll give my share link, my share code in the description. You guys can go ahead and use it. It's gonna like basically jump the 2 first stages of this of this video. It will automatically do the upgrades and the tune for you. And also, just please know that whenever you do upgrade your car, basically I get a small portion from that, so that portion is helping me at the end of the day upgrading more cars and bringing more content out like this for you. Alright, so let's quickly go to our upgrades and tuning. We're gonna go to custom upgrades and we're gonna go to our conversions first. So for the engine conversion, believe it or not, this is a 4-liter V8 twin turbo motor. This is a 5.2 liter V10 motor, which is basically coming from the Audi R8, and this is a 3 liter inline 6 turbo. Basically, there's so many inline 3 liters inline 6 turbo motors, but this is basically like the 2JZ almost. So we went with this car. We made 947 kilowatts, 1223 newton meters, and we're weighing at 1.511 kgs, 1.5 tons. Alright, we kept our car at all-wheel drive system. I mean, this car is pretty heavy. You can go rear-wheel drive, but unfortunately, the rear-wheel drive just doesn't hook like the all-wheel drive system. Yes, sometimes they do. I'm standing for correction, but I mean, if you go into a race event, there's no heating up tires, there's no keeping your RPMs at a certain point. So going into a drag event, your all-wheel drive system is just number 1. Going to a wide body kit, this thing adds like 400 kilograms of weight, so obviously we did not do this. Going over to our engine parts, literally everything is upgraded to max, but let me go through it just to show you guys I'm not lowballing you in any way. There we go for our race block, and then for our turbo. Also, our car is a 3.4 liter after upgrading our race engine, so you can see there from 2.997 liters to 3 liters, 3.4 liter displacement. Okay, going over to the suspension parts. For our suspension, we went with the race springs. There used to be a bug from the rally springs that you can actually get better times, but they fixed it, so the race springs is the best to go with now. Going to the anti-roll bars. For some weird odd reason, by adding anti-roll bars, it decreases the weight. Doesn't make sense, but it's fine. So both of them I placed in the anti-roll bar. For a roll cage, we put no roll cage in here. It just basically adds weight. We're trying to remove weight, and that's why we went with the highest weight reduction kit. Okay, going over to the drivetrain. Over here, we've got our clutch upgrade to race. Our transmission is a 7-speed gearbox. Just letting you know that what you can do is you can also go to an 8-speed gearbox. Keep my 7-gear speed ratio as is. For the 8th gear or the 9th gear, you can make this car also a top-end car. So if you're gonna go do some highway pulls, just add those gears with and fine-tune them, just move them so they're nicely powered. The reason why I did not do it is because that this car is made for drag purposes, and this video as well. Going to driveline, here we've got race driveline and race differential. So I'm just quickly running through this. For the tires, we went with the drag tire compound. For the front tire, we actually did not install bigger front tires. I was fine-tuning so much that the car doesn't even really spin in the front. So why add an additional 4 kilograms to your car if it's not spinning in the front. Most of the power is actually going to the rear of the car, and that is why we have got bigger tires at the back. So for the rims, you can go with any rims out there. Just go with the lightest rims. So those are the rims that I chose. I'm not going to go in here. My game just goes all buggy, but you guys can see those are the rims that I used. Just use the lightest weight. And this is obviously the width of like how far your tires must stand out. I didn't adjust that. That doesn't really make too much of a difference. For your aerodynamics kit, we did not install any aerodynamics. This car is 4-wheel drive. It hooks from the start. It's not like we have to put downforce on the rear end. So as is perfecto. I see it's gonna kick me. I'm gonna disconnect. Alright, going over to my custom tuning. This is how my tuning ended up being 1.8 bar in the front and 1.5 bar at the back. So just to let you know, the lower your tire pressure is, the more it helps with grip, but the less your top end speed will be. So obviously too much grip is also too bad at the end. I was fine tuning it, and this is the best I could have gotten for the car. Here is the gear ratio. Pause this video now. Once again, the share code will be in the link. You guys can go ahead and click on it. Get these gears as is. If you're adding an 8th and a 9th gear, maybe make the one 0.65 and the other one 0.58 or whatever. Play around and you see what you can do. But I mean, as is, this car can do already 429 kilometers per hour. Going to alignment, we got -2 in the front and positive 0.5 in the back. So 0, 0, and our angle is at 7 degrees. Which is obviously at high. Our anti-roll bars is basically 30% to our soft side in the front, and the rear is about 80% in the rear. Going to springs, we've got pretty soft springs in the front and the back. The car likes to have a little bit of a smoother spring suspension wise. I don't know why, just maybe because of weight. You know, we gotta have that soft ride with so much belly on it. So 130 in the front, 105 in the back. So for the height, the car does not like to be all the way fully down, so we had to lift it up a little bit. Going over the damping, we've got 15.3, 7.7, 7.5. You can also, no, leave it at 7.5 where it was, and 15.1. All right, going to aerodynamics, we don't have any aerodynamics. For the braking system, I didn't really tune this. This is just like a standard I have. I reduced the brake pressure at the back, so I got 30% brake pressure in the rear, and then our brake pressure in total is 75%. Just so that you can brake and not skid. As soon as your car is starting to slide when you brake, yeah, you won't get your car to stop very quick. And then also differential is 100, 0, 100, 0, 80% to the back. All right, with that out of the way, let's quickly go and take this car for the drag race. Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna do my race for you. Once again, I tuned the car in automatic. If you go over to manual, you might get even better time that I'm gonna show you guys. But this is basically the best I could have gotten this car in the 3 hours I was busy with it. Alright, let's go and kick some tushy. And boom, baby, let's see the time. 14.875. It's not too bad. I usually get a lower 14.8, but that's really not bad. That's actually considered as a just a little bit above my average times. I'm not so surprised about it, or also stoked about it. But anyway, as you guys can see, this car is a top-end monster. Also, sorry, I did forget. You guys saw as soon as I went to my 7th gear, the race was finished, which means I did kind of already made it a top-end car. I did tune it like let's say a week ago or something. Just been crazy busy, so finally got time to record a video. So anyway, it's already got some top end to it. Maybe you guys can add another gear if the car is capable of doing it. Maybe make your 7 and 8 gear here a bit shorter, and your top end might be a little bit more. Anyway, guys, there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if this car is faster than your car. Well, the tune that I have got for you guys, if it is faster in any way, I would love to hear some feedback. Let me know if you enjoy the car, what you think about it, and yeah, I would appreciate that. Once again, I appreciate it. I've said too much appreciation now. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to drop a big like, support the channel by subscribing. It will motivate me to make more and more videos. It helps the family grow, you know, so we can all get this belly weight of this RS6 over here. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. But for now, peace out.